gonna be young and free. This is for the young folks only. Come join Fred and V. Hey y'all, welcome back to Young Folks Business with your girl, Miss V.
And Big Fred.
All right, you guys. In today's topic, we're going to be talking about finding stable careers for ourselves, transitioning into this adulthood lifestyle, and trying to find a career that works for you and that best suits your interest and not only interest what you want out of life. All right, we're gonna pass it over to Fred. Do you have any advice or any opinions on trying to figure out how to navigate and find a career that works for you?
Okay. Yes, I do. So I feel like first step when you getting into the field is learning what you enjoy. Finding what makes you happy and how you can make money from it. And I feel like anything that you do, you have to have a plan. And nothing ever goes as planned, but knowing that first step is very important because it's like when you take that first leap, that's when so many different routes come, like so many different problems that you have to solve to get to the next step. And as you go, you learn because at the end of the day, there's no exact book on success, or maybe in my case, if I want to do music, there's no exact written way. As you see, different people have different come ups. Some people go hard and perform at bars and at these small venues and just keep dropping music going hard. Some people post on TikTok and go viral and get their first hit from that. So there's no written book, and it's not one way for it's not one way for nothing. It's several different ways that you can become. It's several different ways to get into the career that you want to get into. And yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I didn't want to
All right,
ramble.
so I feel like being able to choose a stable career is finding something that you're passionate about, find something that you enjoy doing, and figuring out how can you do that for a job, pretty much. Like, how can you do that for a career? I feel like whatever that is, everybody's not meant to be famous. I mean, if everyone's not realistically, it's just finding what you're good at or what you enjoy doing and sticking to it. Like, it's just it's about knowing yourself, knowing what job makes you happy, knowing what environment makes you happy. And like I said in the previous podcast, that your day job can also be your dream funder for what you really want to do. If you're working a job to pay off school so you can be a doctor or whatever the case may be, that's fine, as long as it's helping you get to where you genuinely want to be and finding a career that suits you and your lifestyle that you actually enjoy doing. Because, like, who wants to work a job for the rest of their life that they're miserable at? You know what I'm saying? That's why I always said your day job should be your dream funder. If this job is not where you want to be in life, it should in some way, somehow be helping you get to where you want to be in life. Whether that's saving or whether this job helps you get connections for what you need or whatever the case may be when it comes to the job that you have now, if it's not where you want to be. But once you have the job that, you know what I mean, it's a career that you want to follow or where you want to be in life, or it's the job that you enjoy doing, just do the best of your ability at that job. Like I said, everybody's not meant to be famous. When you find what works for you, go hard at it. Lock in, focus on it. Make sure you don't let nobody else in no situation mess up what you got going on or take that away from you. Because at the end of the day, your happiness is key. And you don't put your key to happiness in somebody else's hand for it to get lost or get stolen or for them to have access to your dreams and your goals. That's a
Right.
no. Automatically, that's a no-no.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like there's like such thing? I feel like it's like a stupid dream. Like I feel like I've met people that said like their dream was to be a manager at McDonald's. Like that's their dream. Like, that's where that's all they wanted to be. And then I got people who said I got some people who said they wanted to be strippers for the rest of like that's their dream. Like they want to be strippers. Do you feel like there's such thing as like a stupid dream?
I don't believe in a stupid dream. Like I said, at the end of the day, if you know that working at McDonald's and becoming a manager is your goal in life, and you know that you could be the best fucking manager you could be at McDonald's, do that shit. If you know you getting paid the status you get paid and it's helping you get by, or not even get by, it's helping you live comfortably in life, but you know you go to work and doing what you enjoy doing every day, and you go hard at this shit, and you respect your position and respect your job, and you're not here to play. Like, this is what you do, this is what you come to enjoy. You're here to be a um in a sense entertainer, to keep the operation going, to feed people or whatever the case may be. That's your job, that's your position, and you take your role very seriously. And the same goes for being a stripper. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, a female or a male might love the way her figure is or love her body, and that's the way her self expression or her self love is, or whatever the case may be. Everybody's different. Only you know how you feel, and only you know what makes you happy, and only you know that you want to learn. If I'm gonna be a stripper, I'm gonna be the best stripper I can. I'm gonna learn you know what I mean? I'm gonna go take pole dancing classes or do yoga to become more flexible, or whatever the case may be. It's just whatever you really enjoy, find that, and you stick to it, and you go hard at it. Just know that you invest yourself in what you're doing because that's what you enjoy doing. Don't half-ass it or give it half of your time, or you know what I mean? Like, kind of just, oh, I'm gonna do this on my spare time. If that's really what you enjoy doing, go after it. Like I said, it's there's no handbook to life. There's no layout of how stuff's supposed to go. We fail, we make mistakes. I may be all in on being a stripper. I may be all in on wanting to be a stripper, and I realize it's not really for me. Or you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying, and it's just I can't figure out the moves, or I can't figure out how to do this. I keep getting hurt, or I keep, it's just, it's so much stuff. And I feel like if that's the case, I could come back to the drawing board, and I could be like, okay, well, this didn't really work out. What else do I like to do? And then, hmm? Go ahead.
I finished your sentence. I was going to ask you a follow up question after that. Go ahead.
Okay. It's just being able to know yourself, know your limits, know what you're good at, know what you're not good at. And like I said before, like, there's no handbook to life. We fail, we try stuff that don't work out, and we go try again. At the end of the day, it's just about finding what works for you, not giving up on yourself, and being able to put your best foot forward in whatever it is that you do. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it. Go full out. Don't half ass it. Don't beat around the bush. Don't play with it. If you're gonna do something, even if that is being a McDonald's manager, like I said, go hard at that shit. Be the best motherfucking McDonald's manager there is. Like,
Right.
have your whole establishment be the T. Have your workers be the T. You don't play this, or you don't. It's just being the best you could be at whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do.
Do you feel like there's shame in like a career, like by people who, like, when growing up, I would be like saying I wanted to be a wrestler, and people would more so be like, "Ha, it was more of a joke." And then people who strip is looked down upon as like you're being a whore, or you're selling your body, or you're doing something
Okay.
that's not in like something that's not by the book, something that typical women, because a lot of people view women as like
Okay.
housewife.
I'm gonna have to pause you right there because I know where you're going. I'm gonna have to pause you right there. At the end of the day, I am in control of my life. I know what makes me happy. They don't have to live that lifestyle that I'm living. They don't have to do what I have to do. Only I have to do it, and I know that I enjoy it. Yeah, opinions hurt. Not having support from certain people hurt. But at the end of the day, if I know that I'm happy and I know that I'm putting my self love and my self worth first, I'm going to do that. And yeah, there's always going to be things that other people don't approve of or other people don't like. But like I said, they're living their life. They're working that job that they hate every single day, that they don't enjoy doing every single day. But yet you're talking to me about somebody that's trying to chase their dreams. I'm putting my foot out there. I'm doing something that not a lot of people do. I'm putting, even if it is me being a wrestler, I'm doing something that not many people do. I'm trying something new. And even if that is having a regular job that I work, as long as I enjoy that job and I'm doing the best I can at my job, can't nobody say nothing to me. Like, there's always going to be outsiders or negatives opinions. And a lot of times, a lot of people try to put their fears on other people. Just because your parents would never dare to do what you're doing, or never dare to be different, or go be a musician or a painter or a photographer. Oh, that's not a real job. It's not a real job to you because you could never see yourself blowing up, or never see yourself being as good as I know that I can be. So
Right.
do not let other people project their fears onto you. Because, I mean, it happens way more than it should. And it's not that they're trying to bring you down, or it's not that they're trying to be like, oh, I don't believe in you. It's just more so them. They know they can't do it themselves. So it's who for somebody who has themselves put in a box, and you know that you're not in the box, it's hard for them to figure out where to put you because you don't fit in there. They can't
Right.
comprehend where you go because you don't go in a box. You're outside of the box. You don't fit in their puzzle pieces. So when you don't fit, how can they understand something that They, you know what I mean, just like Fred was saying, there's people that are by the book that only know, oh, I need to be a doctor, I need to be a lawyer, I need to be a surgeon, I need to be a teacher, I need to be all these other things that are quote unquote by the book by going to school, but you're never happy doing those jobs. And when you put an idea in front of a person like that, they don't understand because it's not what they were talking. They can't find a page that helps them understand. Okay, what do you do after that? Like, it's so much stuff that people don't understand that don't chase their dreams, if that makes sense. So if you're chasing your dreams, if like we were saying, even if that is to be a McDonald's manager, as long as you're chasing your dreams and you know that's what really makes you happy, forget all the other opinions. Like, it's just outside energy that don't really need to be fed into, because only you are going to live your life day to day. Only you know what you go through day to day. Only you know your interactions. Why would I go work somewhere I'm miserable at, but my parents are happy? They love my
Right.
job, but I hate it. I dread it every day. I don't want to go. Why? They had their lives. They lived their life. I'm not here for them. I'm here for me. You're here for
Right.
you. So it's like, enjoy your life while you can. Do what you want to do. Live your life to the fullest. Like, as far as we know, I don't know what religion y'all believe in or how y'all view lives, but we only get one life. So I would say cherish that and live it up. By any means necessary, live it up.
Hundred
Take
percent.
risks, to have adventures, do stuff outside of the box. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't. Okay? It's just, it depends. You know yourself better than anybody else. Can't nobody tell you what's gonna make you happy but you.
Right. Um, I feel like also with like careers is always that fear. Like we talk about this fear all the time, like especially in our fields of where we want to be, because of course we're not exactly where we want to be, but we know the work that has to be put in, and I feel like a fear is mine. It's just always been like not making it and then making it and then not making it. So it's like I know it's probably like it's confusing on like making it, not making it. Like you could make some shit and then not make it. Like literally like 15 minutes of fame. That's pretty much what I'm about to do, what I was getting into. Like if you like especially in music, I feel like acting is a little bit different, but it's similar. But I feel like in music, if you don't keep a certain like dynamic as far as like in your sound, or if you don't switch things up, step outside the box, take risk, or if you're not as a relatable person, because even being in music, you gotta have the full package. You can't just be talented, because there's several people that are talented but don't get the recognition they deserve. You gotta be able to say, okay, I'm talented, but you also got personality. You also have a good look. You have style. You are influencing people. You have a when you like people judge the fuck out of interviews. I do too. If you watch a person and you see how they talk and how they operate, and if they even are a ball of energy and a ball of light, that's why people have so much respect for Adele. Nobody knows much about her besides what she will tell you. You know, she got a family. That's it. Never has drama attached to her name. But then you watch her interviews, and she's so down to earth, a ball of energy. She's laughing, goofy, just like a regular person. People look at celebrities like they're just God, or like they're just so above us. But then when you really sit down and have a conversation with them, they're really like just they're human. They have the same emotion. They just carry themselves in the aspect of okay, they carry themselves like a nobody. They're not living to be like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be seen, so let me do X, Y, and Z to be seen. No, she lives her everyday life as a star, and she put in that work to be where she's at, to where she don't have to worry about ever being not on. 15 minutes will never be something that she would have to deal with, because she showed I have the talent, the personality, the style. I'm not into the drama as much. I'm not controversial. Things like that people appreciate, versus I'm not even gonna give to people who fell off but people know who you fell off, you know. Like you could be on and then you just don't you take the wrong ways. You don't show that personality. You are controversial. The talent starts to fade out. People who make the same type of music, people who make an album that sounds the exact same, it's all you fade off because you show, and yes, you show that you don't give a fuck about the talent. You more so care to do what was trending at that moment, and you don't want to do nothing different. You're scared to try some new shit. You're scared to say, okay, let me show my artistry and put me in my music. Versus the next person that's trying different genres, who's trying pop, rock music, K-pop, like networking, getting into them different genres, them opening up to a different fan base. That's what lasts long. And that's what my biggest thing is. Like when I get into my music, I really want to step out of my comfort zone and show different dynamics and challenge myself, because that's another thing. Even with Beyonce, you learn she just did a whole country album. Like it's not something like everything is different. Renaissance, that was a whole different. Granted, it may have not been my cup of tea, but it shows at her is like even she is at the level I feel like where she could be like she could be in her same genre. I love her in her R&B bag, but I appreciate that she takes the time to let me try country. Let me try Renaissance themed music. Let me try this type of tempo. Like showing, flexing her artistry, showing, okay, y'all know I can do R&B. Y'all know I can give y'all dangerously in love, drunk in love, shit like that. Y'all know I can get that. But let me challenge myself at her age and at her status. And I feel like that's where a lot of people fuck up, because they get lazy and they get caught up in the money. Okay, I know this brought me millions, so let me keep doing the same shit. No, that's the wrong way to think. And that's how I think all the time. How did the greats become great? They bust their ass. They tried 30 different fucking genres of music. They went and learned about different cultures. They went and actually stepped into people's real lives. They're relatable. That's what I think about. And as far as acting, maybe you can get into that, because, like I said, I view actors different from artists, because it's like different careers, but they're all in Hollywood. They're all in the spotlight.
Okay, and back to the last part that you were saying as far as them busting their ass. That's what I was saying. Like at the end of the day, it's you applying a pressure for yourself. Like it's you dedicating yourself to what you enjoy doing. It's you being able to be disciplined in what you enjoy doing. You setting a routine for yourself. You telling myself, oh, I can't go kick it right now because I need to go rehearse in the studio, or I need to go write these rhymes, or I need to do certain stuff. It's sometimes is um sometimes it's gonna be hard. It's definitely gonna be hard, but you're taking time to invest in yourself. You're taking time to learn yourself, like with them going to go learn about different cultures, or learn different backgrounds, or learn different types of music, or learn, just so many different things about their craft. How much stuff you think that took them away from when they were younger, or when they were just first coming out, when nobody was listening to their music, or they wasn't really as hot as they are now? Like it's all about just knowing yourself and just following your own pace and taking your time with it. It's a process. It's definitely a process, but you have to enjoy it as it goes. You know what I mean? Enjoy the little achievements. Enjoy step by step. Like it's just about enjoying and really, really tuning into what you do. Like it really is. And it was a few things that you were saying. I had to jot some stuff down so I won't forget what you was talking about. But I feel like the first part with fear, it's always fear is always gonna be there. And until you can conquer that in your own mind, until you can conquer that feeling or do stuff to make you uncomfortable, you'll never know. Like if you're always stuck in that what if it do work though? What if
Right.
you, I mean, what if you put yourself out there and everything that you want to happen to happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like always that fear. It's always that fear in the back of your mind. Like it's it's something that you have to conquer, or you have to change, or you have to break yourself. Like Denzel Washington said, like um to get something you never had before, you have to do something you never did. Like realistically, you have to be able to take those risks. You have to be able to put yourself out there and be vulnerable and be able to fall on your face and get back up and be like, that's okay. I'm gonna try again, because it's you focusing on yourself and trusting yourself and allowing the process to be the process. And just another thing, as far as you saying, people fall off for different types of reasons. People fall off for certain stuff or whatever the case may be. And sometimes you have people that are one hit wonders. But even at the end of the day, like I said, I don't believe the goal should be to be famous. The goal should just be to do what you enjoy. If that makes sense. At the end of the day, it should be to do what you enjoy. If you enjoy making music, keep making music. There could be people that don't mess with your music for a long time, or people don't ever mess with your music. But if you know that's what makes you happy and you're proud of what you created, who gives a fuck? Who
Right.
cares? Who cares? As long as
But some people do view it as is a money grab. Like they want to appeal to their audience. They know, okay, they like I see a lot of artists switch their sound up, like if they see, oh yeah, they see Sexy Red is trending for what she did. Okay, let me aim for something like around that, since that's what's buzzing.
okay, I understand what you're saying as far as them trying to find different stuff to bring in a different audience. Or I mean, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly cool. But I'm not Sexy Red. Just like
Right.
you were saying, what worked for her may not work for me. I have to find my own type of groove. I have to find what works for me. I have to try different things. I have to be able to take risk or be able to experience different. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, absolutely. Because a lot of at the end of the day, money makes the world go round to a certain extent. Money makes the world go round, and I completely understand what you're saying. But like I said, it's also being true to yourself. I could go try doing what Sexy Red doing, but that's not really who I am. That's not really my cup of tea, or that's not the type of music I want to produce. And the music
Right.
type I want to produce, I may not have millions of followers, but I do know I got some people that enjoy my music. I do know I got my little small fan base, just like you were saying. It's hella artists who don't get enough recognition for what they do. But the people that do enjoy their music, they enjoy what they're doing. Just like you were saying, they're not famous as of right now. Like they don't nobody know as much of themselves as they know about other people. But who's to say that they don't keep going? And then later on, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
Right.
they blow up or they more trendy than they ever been. You never know. It's just being true to yourself and being consistent. Like I said, it's not always about fame. It's just about doing what you enjoy. Because little do you know, a lot of people do what they enjoy, and then I didn't even expect for this to turn into that, or I wasn't even trying to. It's just knowing yourself, taking time to learn yourself, and just enjoying what you do. And all the other stuff will come after. Realistically, all everything. It's just you focusing on yourself. You being able to be like, this is what I enjoy doing, and no matter what, I'm gonna keep doing it. If I blow up, I blow up. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? As long as you putting your best foot forward and you trying as hard as you can, can't nobody compete with you. The only competition is yourself. Every day you get up in the
Right.
mirror, you should be trying to beat yourself from yesterday. Beat the person yesterday. Be better than you were yesterday.
Do you feel like, because I feel like in our career choices, I'm speaking to the audience that's like in the state of mind where they want to be in like the spotlight, in the limelight. Because this is not for like, I feel like the question I'm going to ask is not for people who are like just trying to stay low key, not trying to be like in the spotlight. But for the people that want to be, do you feel like the fame can like break you? Like, do you feel like it could, in a way, ruin the person you want, ruin the person that you are meant to become? Do you feel like
If
that?
you let it, I feel like if you let it, I feel like that comes from being influenced by other people or being influenced by social media or what people say. Like I said before, at the end of the day, you have to know yourself. You have to be able to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. And when you realize, hey, like, damn, like, I'm not really happy no more, and you got to sit back and be like, why is that? Oh, I know why. It's because I'm listening to what X, Y, and Z and every other person got to say except for what my heart says. I
Right.
feel like, yeah, absolutely. If you allow it to and you let so much stuff get in your head, don't forget who you are and don't forget where you come from on the inside. Not where you come from, where you lived at, or where you come from, or who you grew up around. Who you are on the inside as a person. Who are you deep down, up underneath all the fame, up underneath all the attention, up underneath all the whatever the world has to say? Who are you? And also, it was something else you were saying about as far as everyday people treating celebrities like God. And the reason a lot of people idolize celebrities is because think about it. The craziest thing to think about is the fact that they chased their dreams and look at how it turned out. Like I said, it's that what if, it's that fear that holds you back from doing what you want to do. Like I said, you could fall on your face. You could fall on your face 99 times. You could be trying to do what you do 99 times, and you try again for that hundredth time, that hundredth time, and now look at you. You're a famous photographer. You're a famous arter. You're a famous whoever knows. And they don't even gotta be famous, but you could have made it somewhere that you wanted to make it. You got one of your art pieces in, you know what I mean, the best museum in the world. Or it's
Right.
just little stuff, little achievements that you have for yourself that can mean the world to you. As long as you're happy and you're satisfied, don't nobody care. Don't nobody
Right.
care. Even being famous, you went and chased your dreams. You did what you wanted to do, and you're taking risks that other people are not taking. But guess what? Those other people that are not going to take risks are going to do. They're going to criticize you. They're going to say bad stuff about you. It's so easy to talk, 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 but nobody will ever do, 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 do. So, like I said, even being
She said doo doo.
you're such a cornball. But even just like just know yourself, like I said, because I mean, we idolize celebrities when they are just everyday people who chase their dreams. That's the craziest reality to really realize, like, that could be you realistically.
Right.
If you got up and applied yourself day in and day out on your dream and your dream only, oh, but what if, oh, I need a job, all these excuses. If you don't take your ass to go do your craft and go hard at it, then don't, I'm
Right.
not trying to talk. There's nothing to talk about.
Do you feel like within we're gonna get personal with this one. So I feel like do you feel like as far as getting to your career, like what would drive you? I'm gonna give you a second to think and I'm gonna answer my side. So like what drives me was pretty much like my come up, pretty much. Like growing up, being an only child with a mom that's working three jobs at a time just to make sure we had everything we need, food, clothes, everything. It made me feel like, okay, you know what, when I get older, I don't want to do that. I never wanted to be like my mom, not in like that type of way, but as far as like, I don't want to feel like I'm killing myself, and I'm not living. Like, cause I always do think like that. Like my mom, she's never really traveled. She's never been anywhere before. And it's like, I knew growing up, I would just wanted to be wealthy. I wanted to be able to provide for myself, my mom, and anybody else who was in my circle. And that's what pushed me since I was 13 years old. I've always known I was going to be somebody. I knew I wanted to do something. I didn't know what the hell I was going to be, but I knew I wanted to be somebody's boss. I knew I wanted to be in music. I knew I wanted to be something where I was in full control because that's naturally who the fuck I am. I love leadership. I love to be able to change this, fix that, be creative. And that's what motivated me. Watching my mom struggle, watching us be going from 5 to 6 different houses at a time because we getting evicted and put out, being homeless, all that shit, it motivated me into like, okay, when I get that age, I don't ever want to be in that position. When I have my kids, I want my kids to, you gonna hear about my story, but you'll never really be able to live it because I don't want you to ever have to experience that type of lifestyle because then I know I've done my part. And that's what drives me on a day to day. Like, okay, I know my mom, she's living comfortably now. She's still not in the best financial state, and neither am I. So that's what's pushing me. Okay, let's do a podcast. Let me dive into my music. You good?
Yeah.
Oh, let me dive into my music. Let me go to college. Let me do things. Let me get some shit under my belt. Let me work at a good place so I can find me a good way to provide for the people around me. And that's what drove me. What about you?
Um, I want to applaud you. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you for sharing that. And, what pushes you to, go hard at the pain every day. And let's shout out to all the moms out there who had to bust their ass for their kids. Shout out to y'all parents. Shout out to our GGs, our grandparents, or whoever raised y'all.
She gonna
But
say Gigi all the time. I love it. She gonna say Gigi.
I ride for my grandma, y'all. All right, but okay, and that's the other thing I feel like that drove me or my drive is that just like you were saying, like it's just having that spark inside of your heart ever since you were little. It's just knowing like it's a feeling. I don't know. It's a feeling you got on the inside that you either have or you don't have, realistically. And I feel like I've always had that. Like just like Fred was saying, like I don't know what I'm meant to do in this life, but whatever I'm going to do, I'm gonna go hard at it. I'm gonna be the best motherfucker I can be at whatever it is that I do. And it's just being able to realize that and being able to stick to that and being able to hold yourself accountable and don't give up on that. Don't give up on little Venice. Don't give up on little Fred. Don't give up on that inner child that's telling you be everything that we know you can be. Don't get sucked into, oh, this job pay me this amount of money, this enough money to satisfy me in life, but sometimes I don't want to get up and go to work, or I got asshole coworkers, or my boss always, bullying me, or whatever the case be. No, don't give up on that inner child that's telling you to fulfill every fucking dream you had growing up. That's telling you to be fucking president. Or that's telling you to reach for the fucking stars. That's telling you to do the most crazy, outrageous shit. Do it.
Right.
Do it. What's the saying go? The sky is the limit, and even that it ain't, because we could go to space.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Like I'm telling y'all, it's about really just loving yourself and growing. And my grandma has always been like one of my biggest advocates. Just like he was saying, like as far as our parents, like, yeah, we, a lot of us had to watch, our parents go through hard situations, or some of us went through hard times, or whatever the case may be. But I'm always thankful for the people that, raised me. Like, some people may not always have loving parents, or some people may not have, that deep connection. I do apologize that, that life was unfortunate that way for you, but it don't mean it has to be. It don't mean that has to be the way that you express, or that's the way that you communicate with other people. You can choose to be better than our at the end of the day, our parents always say, or they should tell you, that your job, or your kind of position, or what you should do in life, is be better than I was. I feel like that's what parents should always tell your kids: be better than I was. That's the goal of a parent. They want you to do better than they did. And a huge thing on my end is that my grandmother, or my parents, my mom and my aunts and them, at the end of the day, it'll make them happy when I do what makes me happy. If that makes sense. Like I said, even if I don't have a job that's bringing in mad money, as long as I'm doing what makes me happy, I know that my grandma's gonna be happy. I know that, my mom's gonna be happy. My aunts and my uncles, my dad, everybody's gonna be happy, because I'm doing what I enjoy, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. It shows. Like I was saying, if fame, or if money, or not even fame, if I could find a job that I enjoy doing, just like I said, or being an artist, I get this painting in this museum, and now I got racks. I don't have to be famous, but I have racks. Like, what I'm saying? I have money on
Right.
money on money. And if that's just a bonus for you doing what you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, oh, I enjoy doing this because I can make money. I mean, yeah, like I said, that's a part of it, but I enjoy doing it. That's the point. It makes me happy. And if I could get money out of that, send some, you know what I mean, some bands to Gigi, send some bands to my mama, to whoever, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Right.
plus just for doing what I enjoy doing. Like, so at the end of the day, I feel like my drive is that inner child that grew up with all this ambition and all these dreams and goals, and the community and family and the love that I grew up with. Like, that also allowed me to be able to be as free as I am, and be able to think the way that I think, and express the way that I express. And sometimes people might have to realize that on their own, or be their own motivation, because they may not have a loving family. Like I said, you may not have people that push you and support you, and I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that the people around you can be closed minded or narrow minded, and it's unfortunate. But like I said, once you have that motivation and self love in yourself, don't give up on yourself. Don't.
And as we said on the last episode, you can pick your people. At the end of the day, them people that's not as motivated to and do what they and doing is what they can do. You have the choice. Deal with. You don't have to cut ties. Keep them at a distance. All right. You don't want to. You don't want like. I
And
push
that's
people.
that's the saying. That's the saying. You could love people from a distance. I could love you, but I know I can't be around you for more than 2 hours. I know that
Right.
for a fact. So it's just, you don't have to completely cut your family off if that's not what you want to do, but don't let them drain you.
Right.
Go ahead, my bad.
And
Go
as
ahead.
we was, I forgot to mention this a bit earlier when you was talking about fear. Like as far as with like, there's fear in anything that you want to do. There's gonna be that doubt. I feel like everybody has that doubt. Unless you just a happy go diddy motherfucker. Unless you a person that's always
Not
going.
Diddy. Not Diddy.
No diddy. Happy. I couldn't find out. I couldn't find better.
Happy go lucky. Happy go
That's what I
lucky.
meant to say. Happy go lucky. Don't cancel me, y'all. Happy, happy go lucky type of person. When you just dead, like you gonna do it. It's like it's always that doubt. But fear is natural. Fear is supposed to make you want to go harder. That's the feeling I get every time I feel like I'm going on stage. Like my anxiety start messing up. I'm scared. I'm like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do? Like, what if I mess up? And then once I hit that stage, it's like you gonna feel stupid as hell if you don't do what you're supposed to do on this stage. So do what you need to do. And as soon as I'm done, that all my feelings go away and I feel so accomplished and I feel like, wow, I did this shit. Like, and I was scared for nothing. And you're gonna get that, and that's natural, and that's a good thing because that means the things you're passionate about, you're going for, and you're not scared to take that risk to go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And another quote, I can't put the name of whose quote this is, but um the quote is, if your dreams don't scare the hell out of you, they not big enough.
Right.
They not. If your dreams don't scare the absolute shit out of you, they're not big enough. Cause like I said, it's doing something that other people try to tell you that you can't do, or they're trying to put limitations on you. People, oh my God, this is another quote. It ain't my quote, but it's another one. everything is always impossible until somebody do it. Until it's done.
Exactly.
It's oh no, that's impossible. But I did it though.
Right.
Oh, you can't win this many championships in a year. But I did it though. Oh,
It's
you can't
possible.
yeah, you can't blow up off of this, or you can't paint. You don't know how to draw, but I sat there and I took all the time. I took all the drawing classes and I learned all the little stuff that I could learn. And I've been going at it. I may have not been able to draw to start out with at all, but I dedicated and I learned and I took my time to learn how to draw. And now a few years now, I'm an amazing fuck artist. I'm
Right.
telling y'all, I'm trying. We trying to tell y'all what he said. I'm trying to give you hella cent for $3.99. I'm trying to give you that Yale information. Okay,
Y'all going to do it's gonna happen. Y'all bump into people that tell y'all all the time that y'all can't do something. And it's up to y'all if y'all gonna believe that shit or y'all gonna prove them wrong. And it's not nobody else, because I can tell Venice, you ain't never gonna make it an activism. That shit is not ever gonna do. And it's if she decides to take that shit and let it be, like, then that's her. That shows first. That also shows how passionate you was about it, because nobody should be able to tell you, oh, you can't do something, it's not possible, you're not ever gonna do it, and then you just take that and run with it. No,
that's what I'm
if
saying. Yeah, it's having that discipline and having that self faith in yourself. And just like Mr. Fred was saying, prove it to them. Yeah, you can prove it to them, but at the most important, prove it to yourself. If I know
yeah,
I can be an actor, so when you tell me I can't, I go to who? Who can't?
exactly,
Watch me,
and
cause
make
I
them
know
eat
I
their
can.
words. Make them eat their
Watch me.
words, and fuck. Actually, no, fuck them people. Pretty much, because it's like them people that say that same shit. When you do it, they, I knew you could do it. That fake
Thank
shit.
God, man. I was rooting for you the whole time.
No,
What?
like
You were
exactly,
rooting for who? Oh,
and
you
that's
want you
just
want to cut it up. You want to slice of the pie now because I chased my dreams and look where it got me. While you were sitting there
exactly,
telling me I couldn't and you didn't chase yours. You wanna slice of the pie?
yeah.
Huh? Like,
Christina.
no, baby. No.
Like Christina's gone. Like I'm
Yeah.
gone.
She left. She's gone. She
But
took
that's
some of
just
she took some of your words and left.
oh god. Like, and that's how a lot of shit starts. And you just really like with any career, like it's always gonna be that fear. You're always gonna have that doubt. But it's up to you to figure that shit out at the end of the day. You gotta figure it out. And no, I feel like even me and a McDonald's manager, that shit not easy. You gotta any. I feel like even when you said like this, like being anything is not easy. Like
Yeah,
I
no
was a
matter what
fucking
it
crew
is.
member. I was a
No
crew
matter
member at
what it is.
McDonald's and couldn't stand the people. I can only imagine that you gotta do that shit for years. You don't just be a man. You just don't be a crew member for like a year and you get promoted. No, you gotta go through that. Who knows how many years of a crew member? Then you gotta possibly go ahead. You probably be like a person who can close, and then before you even get that position, assistant manager, then manager. Then it's like then that manager got so many responsibilities. You got so many. It's not nothing's easy, and it takes time to get there. So if you and even if it don't work out, like she said, it takes years. Motherfuckers don't like. I remember. This is something. I remember this guy. I follow him to this day on Instagram. I met him at this creative event, and he told me a lot of artists, musicians, don't fully make it until they damn near 30. Like he was like, look it up. Like a lot of artists typically don't make it to in their practically their 30s. And I was like, oh, okay. And that shit stuck with me. And that's something that I typically tell him, like, I'm not into. Like, once I hit a certain age and I don't see something working, I feel like I will more so find another plan. Like, because I feel like, in my personal opinion, it's limits to this shit because it's gonna feel like who's another good person to use as an example? Lola Brooke. Remember the don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I didn't know she's like over 30 right now, and she had that one song, and she's been rapping for a very long time. And after that song, she really like her attention is dying, and it's like it's so sad to see that like a motherfucker who was at the peak, they finally got that one hit, but they just didn't fully get because you gotta get more than one hit. That's the thing. Like that one hit it got your foot in the door. But them other hits gotta get you in that bitch, and it's really hard to do that.
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you to a certain extent, but like I said, that's how it is for some people. As long as she's doing what she enjoys,
Right.
That's that. Like I said, for everybody, you don't get that. You don't get that push in a sense. You don't get to, I guess, in a way, continue to prosper from social media or prosper for other people's views. But like I said, she'll always continuously have her own little fan base. She'll always
Right.
have her own little things. Like I said, when it comes to doing your dreams, we get stuff in addition to it. Oh, me becoming famous is a bonus. You get what I'm saying? That's a bonus to me chasing my dreams. She could still be chasing her dreams, and one of her songs blew up, and then they didn't. Other ones didn't blow up, but she's that's not gonna stop her from doing what she enjoys.
Right.
Understand exactly what you're saying. That's what we call our one hit wonders. Like you were saying, 15 minutes of fame. Like it sucks in a sense, essentially, as far as like more income or more money. But as long as you're doing what you enjoy and you're satisfied, I could be like she could be a still producing her music and still have her dream her day job, her dream funder that she still
Right.
does, but she's still chasing her dreams. Like being able to become famous or being able to get a lot of recognition is a bonus for doing what you enjoy doing.
Facts. You said it. You okay? Okay. You said that. You said that shit. That was hit on right on the money. And yeah, what else about this career shit? What else? Because I'm just like, I feel like fear is number one.
Yeah,
Time,
y'all gotta
energy,
conquer. You gotta conquer that demon in your own mind. That's what you gotta do.
and don't expect it to happen overnight. That's another key thing because like that's motherfuckers will get frustrated. I've seen it. Motherfuckers will put years, time, and writing in their shit, and when you finally drop it, and they can feel confident, but I'm talking about like the newer motherfuckers that's not known and put so much effort into your shit, and you don't get the attention that you wanted. Besides the people that you know. People that you know, of course, they gonna a lot of people that you know root for you, applaud you, but it's like it feel a lot better when it's different motherfuckers that you don't know from different countries, different states. Oh, you did good. Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it. Like when motherfuckers put so much effort into some shit, it will feel, and you don't get that recognition. I'm telling y'all, it will feel like, why the fuck am I doing this? Unless
Yeah,
you're really passionate and you put time into that shit, then you're gonna see a change. Okay, it's gonna feel all them hard years of work and sacrifice and money that you put in because it's lots of money. Like to be seen, you gotta invest in yourself, and it takes a lot of money, time, energy, fear, all that.
yeah, and especially like when you're doing something and you get a lot of criticism more than you get encouragement, it's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard. Just like I keep saying, when you think, oh my God, this was amazing, and a lot of people don't feel the same way that you do, it'll make you feel some type of way. And it's just about being able to, you know what I mean, feel those emotions, remember those emotions, and being able to pick yourself up and keep going. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Do y'all hear me? It's not easy, but neither is living this what we call getting by in life. Neither is that.
Right.
Realistically, neither is that. So like I said, if I want my life to be hard, I want it to be difficult. I want it to be difficult doing what I enjoy. I want to have those blood, sweat, and tears based off what I enjoy. Or I'm crying because I done had all these auditions and none of them worked out. That's okay. I remember those feelings and those emotions that I had. That's gonna push me to keep going. It's gonna push me to keep trying because I know deep in my heart I'm capable of doing what I want to do. I'm capable of getting where I want to be. Like it's gonna be hard. I'm telling y'all now. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. You gotta have a lot of heart. You have to have a warrior spirit, and you have to love yourself and be
Tough skin, because people
that
gonna
too.
tell
Because
you,
people are
nigga, you
going
bad.
to talk. People are going to talk because you're doing something they could never dream of doing.
Or even the people that do dream that's already up there. You'll get motherfucking celebrities that tell you that you'll probably meet them, and they may say you don't have it or you don't have it. Because I was watching the Rhythm and Flow show, and people really were like, when you got celebrities telling you you don't got it or you not making it to the next level or you just don't have the skill to be an artist. That shit will crumble you on the inside, especially if you put so much of your blood, sweat, and tears into that shit and you still have the power to be like, no, y'all think that? I'm gonna prove you motherfuckers wrong every time. And that's what
Yeah.
it has to be.
Yeah.
Question. Do you feel who you think is harder on, an actor or an artist?
Um.
The
I've
come up,
always
the come
said
up, the come up.
you can't compare them. You can't compare any craft to anything. Just like I can't compare you to me because at the end of the day, they're going to be different in so many different aspects. I feel like at the end of the day, there's millions of actors that aren't with, I guess, what we call on the come up famous and getting paid for acting, but they still do it because they enjoy it. And there's
Right.
plenty of artists that are the same way. You know what I mean? They're making mad music, mad time, mad energy, writing mad songs, and they're still not, in a sense, to the society standards, famous or whatever it case be. And they still working on the job, but that's just what they do because they enjoy doing it. It's
Right.
like it's just like I can't
Yeah.
compare you to me because it's only ever gonna be one of you and only ever gonna be one of me. It's just something you gotta, you know what I mean? When life gives you cards, when you get cards dealt in your hand, you can't complain about the cards you have. You just gotta figure out how to play them bitches.
Okay.
I
That's
could have came just like you said. We could came from very small cities or very poor homes, and those are the cards we was dealt. But at the end of the day, I know how I'm finna play these bitches strategically. Okay, I'm gonna
okay.
play
Well,
these. I'm gonna play this. This might be the most booty hand I'd ever been dealt. But I'm about to play this motherfucker. And you be like, how?
oh God, like a Uno deck with only numbers, no draw twos, no nothing. Just
No, for real. Like, how? How? Oh, you're lucky. I'm not lucky. I took the time and I put in the work to get to where I'm at. I'm not lucky, baby. It's hard work,
right.
it's blood, sweat, and tears, and dedication that got me here. Okay?
Facts. Okay, so
But
on the verge of this, we gonna
that
wrap this
was
up.
it.
But I did want to ask you know me, I love these questions at the end. What was uh your top two career choices as a kid?
Oh my God, as a kid, I'm not gonna lie. Once I don't know. I feel like at least all kids wanted to be president. Because when I was growing up, I used to, I used to watch Barack Obama. My grandma used to have Barack Obama on TV. I'm like, oh my God, like he was our first black president or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna be the first female president. I don't want to be president no more, y'all. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't want to be president no more, y'all. I feel like also always there was a part of me that always wanted to be an actress. I grew up watching Will Smith a lot, so I feel like a part of that was also. I feel like there's so much more art that comes to acting. A lot of people don't realize as far as like a character. Me watching something through the TV that can genuinely move my emotions, being able to make your audience cry, being able to make your
Right.
audience laugh, being able to make your audience feel nervous or feel so happy. It's just a joy in itself, and it's a craft and it's a skill and it's a form of expression that I think is absolutely amazing. But I feel like another really big thing that my grandma would probably still talk about this day is like acting, and I wanted to be a veterinarian. Like I love animals still to this day. I wanted to be a veterinarian when I was little, so I might get into that a little more. I might learn a little few skills, get some up under my belt. But I wanted to be a
Right.
veterinarian when I was little. How about you?
My first one was a wrestler, but then I don't think I ever told you, but I initially, before I got into music, I wanted to own my own record label because I knew I loved music and I still do, always will. Music to me is therapy. So I felt like, why not be in a position? Cause at that time, I did not like, at that time, I didn't I didn't want to rap. I couldn't sing. So I didn't see me like in that field of, I wanted to be in front of the camera. But then, like when I was 13, I'll never forget it. 13, I had created a little website and everything. My little record label was called Frederick Entertainment, and I was going hard behind that shit. And I was trying to really get people to like respect me. But then it's like you gotta remember, at 13, nigga, not many people really seeing you like as, oh, you wanna manage my career? Like you're too young. So what did I do? I said, you know what can I do to make me because I did don't get fucked up. The record label is still in the works up here. But it's like, what can I do? Okay, Fred, be in front of the camera, be in the people's eyes, build your brand so that way when motherfuckers really look like, what do you have under your belt? Okay, I used to make music, which I make music. I've networked. I have 1,000 people that are willing to work with me. We have a great connection. I built these connections up so that way I can be able to manage artists and know what artists want and be able to less look at them as a product and more as human beings with talent. That's what I was more so like working to. And now that I'm older, that is something that I see me revisiting in the future, just off the strength of I love that aspect of seeing someone's art come to reality, seeing someone put their emotions in their true them into some music. Like I really love that. And that was that. So Damn, nigga. And speaking of careers, guess where I got to go after this?
To that job, that dream funder.
It's a funder. I don't know if it's a dream. I'm joking.
I just call your day job your dream funder because it's not where you want to be, but it's helping you get money to where you want to be. So I just say,
Facts. To the people watching the podcast, I'm in a gingerbread house, guys.
that's cute.
It's
I'm gonna do
not. I,
that. We don't get to it.
I
All
ran into.
right, y'all. All right, y'all. I want to say
Alright.
thank you guys for tuning in. I want to say thank you for listening. I hope you guys love us, like us, enjoy us. If you don't like us, don't feel free to say what you want to say, but we may not respond or may not read it. But that's your opinion. It's your opinion. We love you
Also,
guys.
we started a new hashtag. Ms. Williams don't know about it yet, but she about to learn right now because I created it last night while I'm thinking. Use hashtag YFB podcast. Let us know. Let us know what you want. Follow our new Instagram page, Young Folks Business Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. It's going once you go to Young Folks Business Podcast, our Instagram names will be right under there. We're working on Ms. Williams' new name. That should be coming soon. Changing that within the hours.
We
And
didn't need that. We didn't need you to throw that in there. You could have kept
but
talking
but
without
but it's
adding
in
me.
there because you ain't
Wrap
did
it
it
up. Wrap it up.
yet. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for hanging with us.
Thank you.